Hello again. So, welcome to the instructional video for how to use the Jotter. I'm going to be taking the example of the month of January. Now, the first page, if you look here, there's a blank space here for energy update, right? And the reason why we've left it blank is what we request you to do is in the coinciding month in your calendar for every month, the energy update message that is here, we would like you to write it in your own handwriting. Okay, that's the reason why the space is there. The reason for doing that is when you use your own handwriting to do that, you are consciously aligning your mind, your body, your heart, and your vibrations to receive the message for the month, right? So that is the reason why we've kept that space over there. Then we move on to the space over here, which is intention or intentions for the month. And if you notice on the side, we've given you four options here. The options are spiritual advancement, professional expansion, health improvement, or relationship empowerment. Now, you can choose any one or more than one, all of them, or none of those. You would like to, have your own intention set for the month. We're quite all right with that. The one point that I would like to share with you here, is the reason why we did not use the word goal and we chose the word intention. Okay. Um, when you set a goal, any goal, let's say, for example, you want to choose health improvement. Okay. Now, the goal that you will set for the month of January could be several things, right? I want to improve my health. That is your main goal from the choices. Now, what are the things that you would like to do in January? It could be about your diet, it could be about exercise, it could be so many things, right? So on and so forth. You make the list. However, when you set a goal, there is a task that needs to be done. It's action oriented, which is fine. It is required, right? Now, listen carefully here. When there is a goal that is set to achieve something or to start getting into something, what we invite you to do is look at the um, place or the space where that is coming from. Is it coming from, let's say you want to start, one of your goals is to start exercising. I can take that as an example for myself. Now, when I do that, right, the reason for me to do that is one, somewhere I call myself as a lazy person. Okay, somewhere I judge myself as an overweight person. Somewhere I have this fear that if I don't take care of my health now, then I'm getting older, so on. And so there's an underlying energy of fear and judgment and a sense of lack. So that becomes my vibration. Now imagine setting a goal and working towards it where the vibration inside is based out of these emotions, right? Now, if I am clear of my intention for setting a goal or a target to improve my health, my intention there is literally to improve my health, right? And when I'm clear about that, without any judgment, without any kind of labeling, without bringing in any past baggage, but I'm very clear that from this point onwards, I am choosing or I'm setting an intention to improve my health. Okay, then the vibration is very different, and that then aligns you with the energy update. It aligns you with the affirmation for the month. When you're going to read the affirmation, you will be surprised how the affirmation is going to be aligning with your intentions. Or you can do it the other way around also. You can read the affirmation, and if there's something that you feel you need to work on for that month, you can set intentions in alignment to that. Okay, so that is your page one, where we've talked about the reason why we want you to write the energy update in your own handwriting, how to know the difference between, in writing your intention, and what is the difference between a goal and an intention. So that's over there, and how you can align it with the affirmation for the month. Okay, now after you've done this, you'll find this card with a symbol. I'm going to come back to that. But here, the next page, you will find the place where it says invitation to my spirit animal guide, right? And we have a prompt. We've started the invitation for you. I invite you to come be with me and guide me as I walk on my path of consciousness. Help me get clarity about, and then we've left blank space over there. Right now, anytime during the course of the month, it could be directly related to the intentions you've set or anything else that you're otherwise going through in your life. It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a difficulty, it has to be a challenge or anything like that, but anything else that you just want guidance, right? So how do we do that? How do you invite? The calendar is going to be at your desk wherever you're going to be sitting and spending some time. Sit and just look at the image for a while. Just look at them, right? And you will begin to feel a comfort or maybe a connect, or you may not initially feel anything, but just have that faith, right? And do this invitation, invite them, and write down what is it that you're asking clarity for. It could be anything, it could be a choice you want to make, it could be a decision. How they start giving you the guidance. Okay, it could be through an idea that you suddenly get, or an image, or a word, or you read an article, or you see a billboard. It can come through anyways if you're familiar with how angels work or angel numbers work and things like that, right? So, spirit animal guides also work in a similar manner. And under every page of that month, there is a message from the spirit animal guide. You will begin to notice how that message also has clues for you to get clarity. And on the next page, we have given you space that whatever guidance you are getting, it could be one word, okay, it could just be an image. It may not make sense to you initially, but make a note of it. And as the days go by, you will see how it kind of starts making sense to you, like they say, right? The dots begin to form and connect and things like that. So that's about using the spirit animal guides. All right, now we move on to that place, the like the card. This is the sacred symbol for the month of January. Okay, now how do you use this, and when do you use this? If you can see here, there is a line here. What we request you to do is cut it out and remove it from the perforation here. Let this piece be here in the jotter. Okay, and this can be kept anywhere that you can look at it as often as possible. Number one, the key role this symbol plays, okay, is to remove blocks from your path. Now, if you're wondering what kind of blocks, or if you have a feeling that you don't have any blocks in your path, okay, what we suggest you do is not focus on finding out what those blocks are, okay? They may be known to you, they may not be known to you. They could be unconscious or in your subconscious, right? They could come as patterns, hidden patterns, or so on. Several things. We don't want to get into the details right now. Spend some time with it if you are aware of any blocks that are coming in. It could be anything, okay? Like a hurdle or a hesitation or a fear or a doubt, any kind of those kind of things also. Put it there and surrender. Just say that I am ready to release whatever blocks there are so that I can keep moving forward, right? And have the faith again, the trust. That is your connect with all these tools, be it the spirit animals, be it the messages in the calendar, be it the affirmation. Till you don't feel connected, right? It's going to be difficult for these amazing tools to guide you, to be with you, to assist you, and to work for you. These are all cosmic energy tools. And your willingness to allow them to support you is the of utmost important. So let that symbol be there, so wherever you want to see it as regularly as possible. You don't have to cut it out. If you're going to be somebody who would like to carry the jotter around with you often, then let it be in the book, right? And what we've done is, again, the symbol can give you messages in their own way. So if you start receiving something, you can make a note of it over here. All right. So that is about how to use the sacred symbol. All right. Now here we have prompt question 1, prompt question 2, and on the next page we have prompt question 3 and 4. Every month we have 4 different prompt questions that we have created here in the Jotter for you. You could look at it as one question in 1 week, or you could do all of them at the same time, or you can do, whatever works for you. There's nothing in this jotter that requires you to work on every day as a routine. We do not want it to become a chore or a routine. But if you want to, if that's how it works for you, sure, you're welcome to do that, right? But there's no pressure. Now, these prompt questions, how we would like you to answer them, okay? I'm putting the emphasis on the sentence that I just said, how we would like you to answer them. Actually, we don't want you to answer them. Okay, we want the answer to come through you. I will explain what I mean here. When you read this question, I will read the first one, for example, right? Which repetitive thoughts keep me from taking action, right? Now, when you think for a moment, okay, what are those thoughts that keep me from taking action? Like if I go ahead with my own example of health, which I talked about earlier, right? The one thought that keeps me from taking action is just, um, I don't have the time right now. I'm too busy. It's okay. I'm all right. I'm doing, and so on. So all of these, I will make a list of. I can. However, that is my answer to the question. That is, the top of the head. That's what are my excuses. Whereas if I just pause and really allow the answer from deep inside, it can happen in that moment. It can happen sometime later, as long as I am keeping my mind, space, heart, energy open to let the deep core answer come out. I don't have the time to do that in the video with you right now, but if you join us in the club where Tashi and I going to be, coming once a month live on our group, then we can talk more as to what are the kind of answers that we got, or you are more than we're happy to discuss them with you live. So that's how. Wait for the answer and make a note of it. If the jot is not with you and you're somewhere else, and you start becoming aware of, oh, okay, there's something else coming up, make a note of it in your phone. Whenever you are close to the jotter, you go back home or wherever you keep it, do remember to write it down with in your own handwriting. That is again very, very important, because it's a fleeting thought that could have just come, or from deep inside, and it could make you not remember it for a long time. So make a note of it wherever you can. Writing it down in your own writing, here you have acknowledged that core reason. And when you acknowledge something that has not been allowing you to move forward, that is one huge step you have taken to move towards the release of that block. That's where probably also the symbol can come in. So these are prompt questions, but they are a little difficult at times for some people. They could be, not are, they could be. And if you're feeling resistance to write them, that's a good sign, because then that's for you to know that there is a block there. So use the symbol at that time also. That ask the symbol to just remove whatever resistance there is in you, so that you can start reaching the into the depths of yourself, to remove these limitations, to remove these doubts, fears, whatever they could be. and you start getting to know yourself better. You start becoming more self aware. Now, the next section that we have after the four prompt questions, we have an empty space. We've given here some space for you to write the affirmation in your own writing. It's the same thing. I'm not going to repeat the explanation as to why we want you to do that, but the affirmation is mentioned here. So use this space, and if you feel like writing more times, then use another page. Right? Now, this is a very interesting page that we have here. It's for you to manifest what you would like to create for the month of January, or from the month of January. You can use this as your drawing board, your vision board. You can put images, big words, stickers, however you want to put the messages up. You can use this blank space over here. One more thing I would like to show you is about the little blurbs that you will find here on different pages. This one, where the prompt questions start, it's about the full moon. Okay, and it says flip to full moon ritual. Okay, and there's a date range where it's expected to be a full moon. Full moon is about letting go of what's not working for you. So the prompt questions help you to figure those things out. Like I had talked about in the earlier video, at the end of the jotter, where the reference information is, you will find a list of what are the rituals for that month that you can do. So make a note of that and follow that. On the create your page, you'll find a blurb for the new moon, right? And it's the same thing again. New moon is for creation. So use that energy during that time. Go to the reference information at the back of the jotter and follow the rituals. Now, we have used the word rituals, but it's not really very ritualistic. It's got nothing to do with religion, or it's going to take you away from something that you practice as a religion. It's just a word that we've used because it's more like an activity, but there is a lot of your whole again, heart, mind, body coming together to do that practice. Okay, and now we're moving, towards the end of the month, where we have this page. It talks about the learnings. It's important for you to introspect what is it that you have learned about yourself in the month that's gone by, or the weeks that have gone by. Start making a note over there, and what are the things that you would actually like to carry forward into the next month. So it's not something that you're working on, just for the month. The intention that you set in January can be carried forward, continued, the energy, the vibration. And in February, you add on something. So your energies, the vibrations, you're not piling them. What's happening to your being is it's expanding. Okay, it's breaking out of the mindset, the limitations. You're getting to know yourself better. Your awareness is increasing. Your intuition is increasing because you're connecting and receiving messages from the spirit animal guides, from the symbols. You are feeling the alignment with the affirmations, and so your awareness is expanding. Your intuition is getting stronger. Okay, so this is what happens, how you elevate your vibrations, yeah, and elevate your consciousness. That's the plan for 2023. And reward yourself. Please remember to reward yourself. What we mean by reward is, yeah, sure, you want to go get an ice cream, or things like that. But rewarding yourself also has an impact on the vibrations. Okay, and I'll explain what I'm trying to say here by vibrations here. There is, when we reward ourselves, there is an element of gratitude. Gratitude is the highest vibration in the field that we carry, and it's the fastest one that reaches out into the universe. Okay, understand something about the universe. Yes, we speak in our own language, and we have our set of prayers. There is a divine energy force, but if I just use the example of an energy field, right? The universe is a massive powerhouse of energy. Okay, and we are, each one of us, we're like a tower of our own. Now, whatever signal, whatever energy we give out into the universe, we get that back multifold. The universe does not understand positive or negative. It doesn't. It only and only gives back the constant energy that we are relaying. So if I am constantly relaying an energy of fear, I'm afraid of this kind of a situation repeating, guess what? Those are the kind of situations that keep on coming to us over and over again. And then we end up saying, see, I knew it. This is what I was afraid of that's going to happen. And it's happened. But you had something to do with that, right? So be conscious of what your vibrations are, which takes me back to setting the intention, not from the space of judgment, not from the space of lackness, but from the space of abundance, but from the space of receiving, from the space of empowering yourself, from the space of growth. All those kind of vibrations start getting built and becoming strong in our space. And just to quickly talk to you about this little space here, we've given a couple of pages. It's called My Aha Moments. Now, this is something that Tashi and I both have experienced over the years, that when we're going through these kind of experiences, right, there'll be like this light bulb moment, or there'll be like, oh my God, there'll be a realization, or something just kind of unlocks in you, and it starts making sense. We call them the aha moments, right? Please write them down. Trust me, you're going to enjoy reading it later on, looking back and say, oh, yeah, right, this is what happened. And again, you will see when, month after month, when you start writing these down, you will see your own growth. You will see how everything starts to make sense for you. So remember to write down your aha moments. You will really enjoy reading them again. So that brings me to the end of this video. I hope that I have been able to give you a better explanation of how you can best use the jotter and the calendar. Everything in it is with our intent to elevate your 2023. With lots of love from Kauser. That's me and my partner Ashtar Tashi. We're always here through this set, walking with you. Take care.